And commercial vehicles, 1-800-PROGRESSIVE and Progressive.com for more information. The voice there you heard after mine of Mike Gill, 97.3 Atlantic City. So supportive of our show. We love Mike. He's always playing back sound of our show, along with Michelle Smallman, Chris Canty, Evan Cohen. Good morning, guys. How are we doing?
Has Mike ever heard a take on our show that he actually likes?
Mike, yes, there are some takes of ours that Mike likes. I think when...
Has he ever articulated that over the airwaves? Because it doesn't seem like it.
Then, you know what,
every time we're talking about Mike in that station, man, it's about them trying to blast one of our takes.
Mm-hmm. All right, so then Mike Gill, 97.3 Atlantic City, Philadelphia area. Mike needs to send to Pat and Nuno and Jovante positive things. Don't do it today just for the sake of it. You have to now prove that you've done it before.
Yeah.
It can't be like, hey, I like their takes today when CeCe's calling you out. It's a retroactive positive take about unsportsmanlike.
I know what this is about, though.
What?
It's because I'm on the show. Former Dallas Cowboy, former New York Giant, they're Eagles fans. They really can't like anything that I'm associated with.
Well, then they should like you even more because they're on top. Right?
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean? It's always nice to have somebody who was considered an enemy be below you in the hierarchy.
I mean, they're on top. They just won their second Super Bowl. Catch up. The New York Giants have 4. Dallas Cowboys have 5. Just saying.
Oh.
Well, Commanders have more, too.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Commanders got 3, so yeah. Catch up.
By the way, that's NFL Live's Michelle Smallman. That's first takes.
Go.
First takes, Chris Canty. Can I give you a quick note?
Oh, I mean, Smallman on NFL Live the day we launched the ESPN direct-to-consumer.
Well, that's
app.
where I want to go.
Yeah. Oh,
Let's talk about that for a second. This is the biggest day, arguably, in the history of ESPN. Mm-hmm. What we have today with our brand new app is phenomenal. The direct-to-consumer, for the first time ever, if you don't have cable, you can actually, if you don't have any kind of cable service, any kind of streaming service that would garner you this, what you get with us, with ESPN, you can now get it with the app. What's it? Everything you could possibly imagine. There has been good news after good news after good news. We had the big announcements over the last couple of weeks about the partnerships with the NFL. That's going to be all in here ultimately with the NFL Network and all of that. We had the partnership with the WWE. That's going to be in here with the premium live events. And oh, by the way, there was a piece of news yesterday where all the premium live events and the partnership with the WWE has been moved up to September 20th.
Let's go!
Less than a month away. Everything you could possibly imagine with ESPN, all of the family of networks, radio, audio, digital, everything is going to be on there. I've been hyping up the Kingdom documentary. That's on there. Us, Unsportsmanlike, on there. How about Verts? You go on the ESPN app, and what I'd love to see people do today, just text us a screenshot of your ESPN app. Tweet us at UnsportsESPN, and just show us that you've done it, that you've downloaded the app, or you have the app, you have the updated version of this, and if you go to the ESPN app, which I have on my phone, as everybody does, hopefully, and if not, shame on you, you could literally see, it says right away, all of ESPN, all in one place. Get access to live games, highlights, events, and Sports Center for you. So you know what that means? Sports Center for you basically means if you're the weirdest sports fan in the world, a front-running sports fan, let's call you, I don't know, Evan, hypothetically, and you want a Sports Center for you about the Miami Heat, New England Patriots, Wisconsin Badgers, and North Carolina football and Mets baseball, I can get that on my brand new ESPN app. If you want a New York Giants, LA Lakers, New York Yankees, Virginia Cavaliers Sports Center, let's call that person, I don't know, Chris, you can get that. If you want a Green Bay Packers, St. Louis Cardinals, and Illinois Fighting Illini, if you want that right there, let's call that person, I don't know, Michelle, you can get that right on your ESPN app. Here's the other thing that's really cool and new, Verts. So all of the cool social that's out there that ESPN puts out there is in this category called Verts, and it's basically going to be scrolling like you would have other social apps, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, but it's going to be all curated for you. So you have it right there. You can scroll through with your thumb up and down. It is so awesome. Cool. Today is launch day. Go get it at UnsportsESPN. Tweet it at us. Show us your app and maybe some of the Verts you have, maybe some of the preferences you have, and away you go. All right. Now,
is there an app for all the drama the Dallas Cowboys have?
Yeah, it's called the ESPN app. Their head coach, Brian Schottenheimer, yesterday spoke with the media, and he is now confident that a a certain star player, let's call him Micah, will be there on September 4th.
Does it make it harder to scheme a game plan, though, as a head coach without one of your top players?
No, because I think at the end of the day, we feel like Mike is going to be out there when we can line up against Philadelphia here in 15 days or whatever it is. And, so no, the answer is, yeah, I feel good about that, yeah.
With or without a contract extension?
I feel good that Mike is going to be out there against the Philadelphia Eagles.
Okay, very clear. I feel good that Mike is going to be out there against the Philadelphia Eagles. Adam Schefter told us this week they seem to be heading for a divorce whenever that divorce is. Does Brian Schottenheimer's take yesterday, an opinion yesterday, and comments yesterday, CeCe, does it give you a feeling now that Micah will be there for the opening night of the season?
Hell no. How could it? Based on the reporting that Schefter has given us, the two sides haven't talked. The Dallas Cowboys have not talked to Micah Parsons' agent, David Mulligetta. There has not been any conversation, any discourse, at least with the Dak Prescott negotiation last year, the CeeDee Lamb contract negotiation last year. There were talks for months before those deals were ultimately consummated on the 11th hour before the start of the regular season. There has been no such dialogue between Micah's camp and the Dallas Cowboys. Now, either Brian Schottenheimer has inside information and knows something that we don't know as far as what Jerry is and isn't willing to do. Maybe Jerry and Stephen Jones have told their new head coach that we're going to get this done. We're going to make him the offer that he's looking for. But Brian Schottenheimer has put himself in the jackpot. He runs the risk of looking like a real ass if Micah Parsons does not, in fact, play against the Philadelphia Eagles 2 weeks from now.
Smalls.
Yeah, I'm with CeCe. This does not make me feel like a deal is imminent between Micah Parsons and the Dallas Cowboys. Again, with CeCe, when Adam Schefter comes on with us and says, I believe these two sides are headed towards a divorce, that's an informed opinion from Adam, and I trust everything that he says. Of course, Brian Schottenheimer is going to speak positively about the situation. He's trying to mitigate the drama and mitigate the questions that have been surrounding the Dallas Cowboys this entire offseason. He's trying to get those guys in the locker room ready to play a game. And you know what's going to really help them get in the mental space they need to get out there and go against the Philadelphia Eagles? Thinking that Micah Parsons is going to be there. So he's doing his job as a head coach, but I don't think that he's coming out here saying, oh, yeah, we expect Micah Parsons to suit up because we're going to get word today that Jerry Jones and Micah Parsons and his agent have signed something. I think he's just speaking positively and hoping that it works out.
You know what's amazing about that?
He's manifesting, Smalls?
Yes, kind of. He's manifesting it.
You know what's amazing about this?
Why would Adam say that if a deal was imminent? Adam knows how all of the inner workings of this stuff goes.
But that's small. That's what I was going to get at. Look, what's amazing about this is the head coach of the Dallas Cowboys says that he believes the star defensive player is going to be there ready to play on September 4th. And you guys both went to the place of, unless he knows something that we don't. Shouldn't the head coach actually know something that we don't?
Not based on history.
Yeah.
Think about how the Emmitt Smith
isn't that amazing?
I don't know.
went for the Dallas Cowboys in the early 90s. Coming off of a year where Emmitt Smith led the league in rushing and they won a championship. They had to have Emmitt miss 2 games before Jerry ultimately acquiesced, caved, and paid the guy his money because he recognized what the value of his running back was. The Dallas Cowboys coincidentally went 0-2 in those 2 games. So I don't put it past Jerry Jones that he would leave his coach in the dark, especially a coach, first-timer like Brian Schottenheimer, when it comes to negotiating a contract for the best player on the team. That is history. It is documented. Why would I think that Jerry Jones would treat Brian Schottenheimer any differently than he treated Jimmy Johnson in terms of giving his new head coach privy information when it came to the contract negotiations that have turned adversarial? Why would he do that?
I understand. And it's an educated, informed opinion based on personal experience playing for the Cowboys and also the Cowboys documentary that I know that you've been loving on Netflix and getting the extra information there. Now, I just think this whole thing is fascinating because let's just say Brian Schottenheimer is right, that he would be there on September 4th for opening day. What have we been doing? This is the thing. I believe that we should be talking about this every day they give us more information to talk about it, which is every day. Mm-hmm. there's a good chance this ends up in the exact same spot that Dak ended up, in the exact same spot that CD ended up, where he gets the contract, he plays September 4th, and we look back and say, what did we speculate on for the last few months?
Hold on. We're saying that he's going to play September 4th against the Philadelphia Eagles. He ain't practiced yet. All he's done is walkthroughs. There has to be an acclimation period to get ready to play football. You just don't go from not practicing throughout all of training camp, which has been going on for over a month now, to diving into playing against the reigning defending Super Bowl champs in the first regular season game.
Okay, you just presented something. We're going to continue this, because what you just presented is fascinating, that the average everyday person like Smalls and I do not understand and do not know. You just presented a math problem that even if everything's worked out, why Brian Schottenheimer actually, based on the math equation of days that you need in terms of ramp up, where he may automatically be wrong. That is fascinating. Let's dive into that coming up. Plus, Schottenheimer's reaction to what Troy Aikman had to say about the Dallas Cowboys, of course, on Monday Night Football. Where do you get that? Brand new ESPN app. No big deal. No big deal. App day, launch day, direct to consumer. You can do it with the ESPN app, and you'll probably see Smalls telling everybody about Nutrafol on that app as well.
That's right, Ev. Have you heard of Nutrafol and thought, do hair growth supplements actually work? Ask the 1.5 million people taking it, including me. Nutrafol is the #1 dermatologist-recommended hair growth supplement brand, clinically tested using industry-leading hair measurement tools like hair counts, poll tests, and published peer-reviewed studies. Plus, it's NSF content certified, so you know it's safe and reliable. You can see results in just 3 to 6 months. Go to Nutrafol.com, get $10 off your first month plus free shipping. That's Nutrafol.com, spelled Nutrafol.com.
The NFL on ESPN Radio.
The road to the Super Bowl goes through Arrowhead. Yakety schmackety. The Ravens can do it.
Camp to camp, team to team. Touchdown! 14 days until opening night.
I just wanna feel this moment.
The count.